everyone. Welcome on back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here, for stopping by, for coming in. You're here. I'm here. We're here. Where is where? I don't know, but it's here. Let's go ahead and listen to the Pogues. We're going to listen to this track, If I Should Fall... Oh, that's the album, sorry. We're going to listen to Fairytale of New York. That's off the album, If I Should Fall from Grace with God, which was released in 1988. So, I've seen the name, the Pogues, and I hope that I'm pronouncing their name correctly, but I've never, as far as I know, heard anything from the band themselves. This particular track has been recommended to me by The Reaper Man, Bob Holtzman, P. Crimson, and M.G. Watson, as well as You Can't Leave This Empty. Well, you didn't leave it empty. You filled it up with some Pogues. So that's what we're going to do today. We'll talk about it after. Let's dive right on in. I feel like I should have saved this song for a few months from now. This is like Christmas miracle kind of music. This is like holiday. This is holiday music. I don't think this relationship's really good. So I wasn't quite sure what I was expecting listening to the band for the first time, but I mean that is not what I expected. First of all, I'm a few months too early because that was basically a Christmas song, and I should have known from looking at where the recommendations for this track came from. It was like through all my holiday videos that I had done, I think last year or maybe the year before. Okay, but either way, all right. I liked the beginning. The beginning was nice. It was like quiet, solemn, a nice little piece of music, right? The singer, I think I say this for any slightly graveled voice person, but he just reminded me of Tom Waits. Definitely not to that extreme, but just a little bit. And I'm probably going too far with that comparison. Either way, I like the little beginning. Nice little thing. But it was when the music really came in. That's when it came alive. And who was the lady singing here? Hold on, I have her name here. I gotta find it again. I just had her name. Kirsty MacColl. When she comes in, she adds such a character into the music. Because now it's not just, you know, the singular soliloquy lamenting this relationship from Shane McGowan. But now we have this extra ingredient, this extra person added in. And the way that they go back and forth is so fun to listen to. I don't think that they're having fun, like relationship-wise. It seems like there's some problems going on. But the actual back and forth between the two, I think sounds like wonderful. And really, that's what makes the track to me. I got to say that was wonderful to listen to. The drums sounded nice. You know, everything sounded nice. I really, when Kirsty came in, my enjoyment of the song went from like here, it went like, it shot through the roof pretty much on there. And then all the other instrumentation that goes on in here, it's like I think they're an Irish band, if I remember correctly, an Irish folk punk band. Okay, all right, so I want to hear some of the folk punk. That's what I want to hear. This is fine, but I want to hear some of that folk punk. I want that stuff back there. Let's get into these lyrics though, huh? It was Christmas Eve, babe, in a drunk tank. An old man said to me, won't see another one. And then he sang a song, the rear old Mountain Dew. I turned my face away and dreamed about you. Got on a lucky one, came in 18 to 1. I've got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas, I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams come true. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of like an optimistic, happy, positive note here at the beginning. But it's when everything else comes in, I think that there's some trouble that starts brewing. They've got cars big as bars, they've got rivers of gold, but the wind goes right through you, it's no place for the old. When you first took my hand, this is her singing by the way, when you first took my hand on a cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. And then the back and forth, you were handsome, you were pretty, queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they howled out for more. Sinatra was swinging, all the drunks they were singing, we kissed on a corner, then danced through the night. So there is a good time there. There is a good time there. The boys of the NYPD choir were singing Galloway Bay, and the rings were ringing out Christmas Day. Then it completely changes. Like that was like the beginning of the relationship. That's how they met. That's the sing-songy, like dancing in the snow, Christmas Eve, blah blah blah. And then he comes back to reality, maybe a little flash forward, certain amount of years later. You're a bum, you're a punk, you're an old slut on junk, lying there almost dead on the drip in that bed. You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap, lousy. Happy Christmas, you arse. I pray God it's our last. Something happened. I could have been someone. Well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you. I kept them with me, babe. I put them in with my own. Can't make it all alone. I've built my dreams around you. Mmm. There may be a little bit of a swerve there at the end because they clearly had some conflict going on. But then with the whole dream line, he says, "Can't make it all alone. I've built my dreams around you." Or maybe he's just using that to also kind of dig at it. I don't know, but I can't tell if this story just continually goes downhill relationship wise, or if that really is supposed to be like a little bit of a silver lining in this clearly dark cloud here. It says that although there is an agreement among the band that Fairytale in New York was first written in 1985, the origins of the song are disputed by many of the members there. Finer told NME, "I had two songs written complete with tunes. One had a good tune and a crap lyrics. The other had the idea for Fairytale, but the tune was poxy. I gave them both to Shane and he gave it a Broadway melody, and there it was, just as easy as pie." And there's a lot of other information actually about this particular track here. The song follows an Irish immigrant's Christmas Eve reverie about holidays passed while sleeping off a binge in a New York City drunk tank. When an inebriated old man, also in the cell, sings a passage from the Irish ballad "The Rare Old Mountain Dew," the narrator begins to dream of a former lover. Okay, so this is going back. So we do start at a present time, then have a flashback to the past. The remainder of the song takes the form of call and response between the couple, their youthful hopes crushed by alcoholism and drug addiction, as they reminisce and bicker on Christmas Eve. So they're a crabby old couple at this point, just taking it back. Like I said, I don't know if it ends on a good note or not. Maybe it does. Can't quite tell. Maybe a silver lining, or maybe the silver lining of the door closing on one of their ways out. I don't know. Either way, it's a good track. But I want some of that folk punk. I want some of that stuff. Let me know what you guys thought of it. You can let me know in the comments below. You can follow me over on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. Thank you so much for being here. Hope that you enjoyed the music, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for being here, guys. Bye.